they've had leads, haven't been able to close it off. Are you seeing them, still pushing and fighting to try to get that first win the same way?
Definitely. I think each game we learn something new. We learn something that we have to improve on, and we take it to practice, and we try to push forward. And I've been really encouraged by this group. From our practices, from our team meetings, there's no defeating them. Obviously, confidence will help with a win, and so if we can get a win, it should help us a lot.
Did you learn anything from Saturday? Were there any takeaways from that?
Yeah, there definitely was. Again, that was our first really emotional game that we lost, and we had a quick turnaround in a game on the road against a very experienced team. And so it's something that we will be able to revisit in the future and go back after emotional games, how you have to bounce back and have that same emotion for 40 minutes again. And it's a lesson that we'll learn for the future.
And you played an emotional game against Kentucky earlier this year, led them at halftime. That's got to give you guys some confidence going into this one.
We played really well. We led the whole first half there. 3-point game with 7:50 left in the game. So, obviously they're going to make tweaks to their game plan. We'll make some tweaks to our game plan. And, hopefully we can take it down to the stretch and see what happens.
How tough has this stretch been for you? Is there anything you can draw from your career that I guess was this bad?
Not from my coaching career, but, from, other coaches that have been in these situations. And, I don't think that losing, defines us right now. It's how we respond to this losing streak we're having. And we're pushing through, guys are working. We're seeing improvement, we're seeing character growth. And again, you have to go through these times to get the good times. You don't want to, but these are going to help us get to those good times in the future.
What do you think the difference was in the 2 games last week, playing good against Tennessee and then not as well against Oklahoma?
Yeah, again, we put a lot into the Tennessee game, big rivalry game, and very emotional. Just from an emotional standpoint, I think a lot was taken out of us. And we went to Oklahoma, we started well. We had a lead with about 10 minutes in. And then we turned the ball over too many times, and on the road, if you're turning it over and they're scoring, it goes downhill really quick.
It appeared you did some different stuff offensively, maybe Tuesday against Tennessee or Wednesday against Tennessee that you can maybe build on.
We were playing a little bigger lineups, so one of the things, unfortunately, of having to recreate ourselves during the season is finding some combinations that work. And so we've tried to play a little bit bigger, and it'll still be a process. With our turnovers, things like that. Guys are getting used to spots and where they're going to be. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, our turnovers will be cut down, and again, it'll be at a good place where we can win the game.
Simi mentioned kind of playing 5 versus 8, where you're not letting individual calls or individual moments that are out of your control kind of get to you. How important is that to the kind of mental fortitude of a young team to be able to play through the kind of the things outside of your control?
Our guys are getting great lessons. We're learning a lot. We're learning how to overcome things. We're learning how to deal with adversity. Again, we're learning how to make quick turnarounds against different types of styles. And again, I wish as a coach that these were all wins, but the reality is even though we're losing, we're really learning a lot. And at some point, these lessons will equal wins.
At some point, does kind of desperation kick in for this team where, the season is not going to last forever, and at some point it's kind of just have to get it done?
I think that was about 3 weeks ago. You obviously, when conference starts, when you lose that first game, all of a sudden it kicks in, that you want to win. And I think, as their coach, having a team that's going through, the SEC for the first time, most of these players, we are trying to, again, lay a foundation. We're trying to grow. And the worst thing we can do is try to quick fix things, blame other people. The best thing we can do is get in the gym and work hard, watch film, evaluate, and continue to make steps forward like we're doing.
This will be the last home game of the David Williams era as athletic director at Vanderbilt. What has he kind of meant to you in your short time here in terms of what bringing you in and kind of giving you what you need?
He is what college athletics is about, and through my short tenure here, I've realized truly how much he cares for the student athletes and how much he cares for things to be done the right way. I have the most respect for him. And he's a mentor for me. He'll continue to be a mentor for me even when he's not in this position. And I just feel very fortunate to be able to have worked for him.